Hello all. I'm Kassidy. So today I'm gonna do another car talks with Kassidy thing because I have a lot of thoughts and I need to put them somewhere. Right now I'm just letting my car warm up because it's -19 out and it's too cold to be alive. That's what it is. So this car talks Kassidy kind of came up after I saw Aquaman the other day, which Aquaman is actually a really good movie. I like it. Like, it's a little, like, longer. Like, it kind of drags out. Anyway, this isn't a movie review. But I noticed something that was, like, bothering me, and it's something that consistently bothers me in, like, a certain form of media. So today we're going to be talking about women in action media, because I feel like action media, like comics, action movies, action anime, specifically like superhero stuff, has been like really popular, and like women exist so they're in them, but like there are just like some, and I like consume a lot of action media because I like it, and there are just like some things that I've noticed that are just like annoying and are like pet peeves of mine when like women are portrayed in action media, and I just kind of wanted to talk about them to like point them out, because it's just things that annoy me and like take me out of it. But yeah, so I don't have my like little stand thing to connect my to prop my phone up, so I'm gonna try and find another one real quick, because that was in my old car. I got a new car. I didn't buy one. I just traded one with my parents because my other one's starter went to shit. So, yeah, I just really wanted to talk about this right now. And I'm driving to my parents' house today, which is a while, and I have a lot of feelings. So, let's get started. Hello. I got a new stand thingy. I couldn't find my old one. Couldn't, so I just, like, bought, like, a cheap one or whatever. This might actually be better for this car. This is my new car. Her name is Cassandra. She's a lady. Okay. So, this all started, so women in action media. This all started because I went and I saw Aquaman, and I thought it was a really great movie. Like, I liked it, and one of the characters they have is Princess Mira, whatever, and I thought she was, like, a really great character. She was strong, and she was, like, really useful to the plot and all that. The thing that bothered me, though, it's like just like little things, is that, so she's an Atlantean, right? Lived her whole life in Atlantis. During the movie, she had a full face of makeup on all the time. Like, it was obvious. Like, she had like blush and like a dark, like, smoky eye look. She had like fake eyelashes. She had like contour and like blush, and it's like, during one scene, she was like getting dressed up all fancy, and she had like dark red lipstick on, and I'm like, I'm sorry, but if she is an Atlantean who has spent her whole life underwater, why is she wearing makeup? Like, I understand stage makeup is a thing, like they put makeup on all actors just to like make them look better on screen. Like, I understand that that's a thing. They do that on male actors, women actors, they do it on every actor. But like, this was like very visible, like in like a full face of like makeup, like a woman would wear to like go to like a job interview or something. And I'm like, I'm sorry, why would she wear that? Why does she even know what makeup is? She's underwater, unless she has some really freaking good setting spray that's not staying on. And I'm like, why was there even a need for that? Like, maybe they're trying to show she's like fancy because she's like a princess, but like, why would Atlanteans even know what makeup was? And why would they feel a need for that? Like, it's just gonna wash off underwater. And it just like, it like distracted me from the whole thing. Like, cause like, I was like, this is a really cool movie, but I'm like, why is she wearing makeup? Like, why did they feel the need to do that to her? Like, I thought she was pretty enough already. Like, and even then, it doesn't matter. Like, it wouldn't have mattered if she was pretty, because it, like, a woman's worth doesn't stem from, like, how attractive she is. Like, she was, like, this, like, kick-ass lady who was, like, really cool and really smart and helped Arthur throughout the whole movie. And it was just, like, annoying. And that like made me like notice like other stuff, like in the movie Ant-Man and the Wasp, which is a Marvel movie. So like this whole like thing is they're getting Hope. Yeah, her name's Hope. Pretty sure her name's Hope. They're getting her mom back. Her mom's been like trapped in. I'm sorry if the lighting looks weird. They're getting her mom back. Her mom has been trapped in like this like. Her mom has been trapped like in tiny size for like years. Hope hasn't seen her since she was a child. And there's this scene where they like, where Hope's dad, like Hank Pym, he like goes in. He gets like really really small and he like goes there and he gets out and he meets his wife for the first time in like years, and she's wearing like sparkly silver eyeshadow. I'm like, what? Like, it's just like things, like little things like that annoy the heck out of me, because I'm like, why would this woman who has been trapped out here for years, where would she get sparkly eyeshadow like that, and why would she feel the need to put it on? Like, that just wasn't necessary. And it's like, I just don't get it. I just, whoa, almost killed myself trying to block the sun. Go away, sun. Go away, sun. I'm not your dad. I'm sorry. And it's just like you could argue that she had that when she shrank down, but like, it's not gonna last 20 years. And it's just like, stuff like that, little things that they put in when they put like women in action media that are just like really annoying, because it's like, you like, because they'll do things in movies like that where they have like women, and then sometimes they'll address the whole, and sometimes they'll like address the whole like sexism thing, and like the male hero would be like, oh, you need to stay behind or do something, and she's like, oh, you think I can't do this because I'm a woman, and then she kicks his ass, and they're like, yeah, feminism. But then they put like little stuff like that where it's like, oh yeah, this woman is really kick-ass and awesome, but she also has to be extremely beautiful, and she cannot be shown as like, she cannot have a naked face. Absolutely not. She has to have makeup on all the time, because of course whenever women like go into like combat, they're gonna like put like a full face makeup on. The only exception to this is in Black Panther, where Shuri, when she at like the final battle, she like changed into her like her gear and she put on like battle makeup. Only exception, because that was beautiful and I love Shuri. But like, that was like, I think that was like more symbolic, because that was like battle makeup. That's like what they do. With this other stuff, they just like put them on there to make them look pretty while they're like fighting, and it's like, that's not necessary. So like, that's one thing that bothers me a lot. And then, oh my god, heels. That was another thing in Aquaman. Mira and Arthur are on land looking for like something, and they have this like and then Black Manta shows up, and he's like fighting them with like these robots, and they're like running on rooftops. Mira is wearing heels. She's wearing like little like green boots with heels, and I'm like, no. Why? Okay, first of all, why would they have that in Atlantis? Like, why would heels be a thing? Because like, it's very like shown that she knows very little about the outside world. Like, she ate a flower. She knows very little about the surface world, but she knows enough to wear heels. Like, why would she feel the need for those things? And I see that everywhere, like in like a bunch of like women's design costumes in like comic books and superhero movies. Women are like always wearing heels, and I'm like, have you guys ever actually walked in heels? Because I have a couple times. I don't wear heels every day, so I might find them more uncomfortable than other people. But like, I wore heels yesterday because I had a job interview, and so I wore them in the morning, and then I went out to lunch with my parents, and then I went shopping a little bit. And they're like wedges. They're like maybe this tall or whatever. I just wore them because like they were like nice dress shoes, and they give me a little more. I'm gonna like, the sun can go away. There, look, I'll just put my hand there. So that's why I wore them. By the end of the day, okay, I'd maybe worn them from like 11 in the morning to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. My feet hurt. Like, I wanted them off. I just wanted and this was like, I wasn't running around, I was just walking for some point. But like, you're telling me that women, when choosing their, like, costumes, their, like, action costumes, would choose to wear heels when they know they'll be running around and fighting and all this shit. And it's like, it doesn't matter if it's like a small one, like, it hurts after a while. Like, heels are like not like natural for like your feet to wear, and it hurts. Like, it, oh my god, son, what the hell? I'm sorry, I'm trying to block it, but like, I can only put my arm up so much. There we go. I'm just chilling. And it's like why would you feel the need to add heels to their costume in the first place? And it's because it looks better. And at the same time, I'm like, you don't really do that for men. Well, there's the Robert Downey Jr. case where he's so short, he like wears like platform heels. Oh my god. No, the sun! Leave me alone! Okay, the sun's just gonna be there, I guess, until I turn after a while, so I'm sorry. But anyway, heels. Robert Downey Jr., he wears heels. He wears like very thick heels because he's a short man, and he needs to be taller. He, like, Tony Stark needs to be shown as taller. Like, that I understand. But when he's in the Iron Man suit, or when like Captain America or Hawkeye, they're in like their superhero suits, they're not shown. He's not shown. None of them are shown wearing heels, like platform heels, like boots. And I'm like, have you guys ever actually ran in heels? Because that would hurt. That would hurt being on heels like most of the day. And running in them, fucking forget that. Like, some women wear heels a lot, and they are like actually good at running in them. But you cannot tell me that when facing like a woman or when talking to a woman, you're like, okay, so you're gonna be a superhero, you're gonna like run around and fight bad guys and like be on your feet a lot. Would you like heels to make your legs look a little better? You cannot tell me every woman would say yes. Like, no. Like, that's the thing in My Hero Academia, which is a superhero anime, and I like really like it. Okay, keep in mind that most of the things I'm talking about, like, that I like these things. I like these fandoms, I like these, like, creations, but that doesn't mean they're not subject to criticism. Especially when it's, like, shit they should be criticized on. But in My Hero Academia, there's a lot of girl superheroes. And there's this one girl, Uraraka, and her thing is, like, she, like, does anti-gravity stuff, where she, like, touches things, then they float. Her costume, it was, like, a pretty good, like, design costume, I thought. It was, like, cute and pink, and she likes pink, and she likes cute things. And it, like, wasn't, like, really, really revealing, because, you know, she's in high school, and why would that need it? That's another character that I'll talk about. But her shoes are, like, these, like, boots. They're, like, these heeled boots, and they're, like, circles, and they've got, like, a tiny little heel thing. And I'm like, why would they? Because they make a point to say that, like, oh, these kids, like, design their own costumes. But I think Uraraka's, I think, other people designed her costume for her, because she, like, didn't put in anything, so they designed it for her. But why would those people, why would, like, professional hero costume designers be like, you know what this girl needs, who's gonna be running around being a hero and helping people? She needs some fucking cute heels. Like, no, that's not necessary. That's not, women wouldn't wear those. Like, why do you feel the need to put those on women when they're, like, running around and doing shit? Like, it's just annoying stuff like that. So, like, and it's like, especially when it wouldn't make sense plot-wise, like Mira. Why would she feel the need to wear heels on Lane? She doesn't know what the hell heels are. Like, why wouldn't she just wear, like, what's so bad about putting women in tennis shoes? I don't understand, like, what is so bad about putting, like, women in sensible shoes? Like, in comics, this is, like, rampant. Pretty sure Catwoman wears, like, thick, like, stilettos. And it's like, okay, her thing is, like, she's, like, seductive or whatever, so they can kind of get away with it. But at the same time, why is she wearing, like, stilettos? Like, these heels hurt your feet. Like, it's just, okay, that was probably longer than needed on the heels. Like, that thing. So, like, that annoys me. And then, like, costume designs for women. That's a big old thing in the superhero. Like, I don't know if you, but there's, like, if you guys look at, like, comic, like, designs and see, like, the costumes that women are put in, and it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Mirrors I didn't have as big of an issue with, because so most of the problems are like women's costumes are always like skin tight, showing a lot of stuff. They don't have armor. It's like they're in a job where they're gonna get shot at, and this person's going very slow, but I can't pass them. So like that's most of the problem with like women's costume design. Put that there. I don't know if it's gonna do anything. It didn't do anything. But okay, why are you going so slow, friend? Like what's going on? Okay, sorry, talking to the person in front of me. But in Aquaman, I got it more because Mira's was like skin tight, but that kind of made sense because they're underwater, and Aquaman's was also skin tight, and so were like the villains. That I get, okay? When it makes sense as a costuming choice to do that, I understand. Hers was like really like low cut down here, which kind of doesn't make sense. Because like others were like kind of higher, but I guess like if the thing they do have like Atlanteans, they say like do have like really like impenetrable skin, not impenetrable, but like harder than normal average to break skin, and like even if like she had put like stuff up here, it would have just been the same like stuff from her suit, so it would have been like skin tight. And okay, so that I get, right? I get that makes sense. And like Wonder Woman, the Wonder Woman movie, I really like that movie. So Wonder Woman is always drawn in like this like either like one piece like with no straps and like a really short skirt, or like I think sometimes I've seen her with like in like a two-piece thing. Okay, in the Wonder Woman movie they like showed how important it was when because she took this costume from this like sacred like place that held like all their like this like sacred armor and treasures, and she took this like as a way to honor her culture. And where she's from, Themyscira, it's like a like exotic like island. It's like very warm. The warriors like haven't fought like battles in a while, and so like all the women are shown to wear they do wear armor like that. Like all of them wear armor like that. Like some wear like shoulder stuff, some wear, but like and it's like that. I liked that more. Like I liked that as a costume choice. Like the Wonder Woman thing, like her costume always bothered me because I'm like, why would she fight in that? Like I don't get it. And it's like in this, like in that movie, I think they made it kind of better because they were like, oh, like it's from her home. Like this is how they like dress to fight on her home. That being said, so that was one. So in the Wonder Woman movie, they're like shown as like very muscular. They're shown wearing like the stuff they're wearing is like, it's not skimpy. It's like more revealing, I guess, than normal battle armor. But it like protects like their chest and like their organs and like all this stuff. What? So that was in Wonder Woman the movie. Anyway, that's what they protected, and that movie was directed by a woman. In the Justice League movies, that was directed by a man. They showed Themyscira and they showed all the people, and for some reason, all like the Amazons, their armor has been downgraded to two pieces, to like bikini looking things where like all of their like midriff and like stomach is exposed. And I'm like, okay, why would that happen? Like, especially because in that you see the Amazons in battle, and I'm like, it's like they're like fighting all these things, and I'm like, okay, so they're just gonna get like stabbed right through their stomach or like get an arrow shot. Like, why would they wear that? Like, it wouldn't make sense for them to wear that. They're like, these are like battle hardened women who have like, were like made for a battle, and like they have been in like many wars and like all this stuff, and they fought and they for like centuries. Why would they wear armor that just completely shows off where most of your vital organs are? And it's just like, why was that a necessary costume choice? Because like, it seems like what's being broadcasted is women, even though you like can look really badass and you can fight and all this stuff, but you still have to be appealing enough to men. Like, you still have to be sexually appealing enough to men that they'll like watch this, because of course, why would they just watch it if they weren't like shown 95% of your body? Like, that just doesn't make sense. And I say this as someone who is attracted to women. I'm gay, I'm a lesbian, so I am attracted to women. That didn't make me more attracted to women. It just annoyed me because I am also a woman. So I'm like, why the hell would you wear that in battle? That's just stupid. Like, sure, they're attractive women, but they're also like badasses and they're gonna fight. Like, I don't need to see most of their body to be interested in this battle. Like, I just don't get it. It's like annoying. And then, oh god, anime is so bad about that. So bad about like designing like costumes for like women who will fight. So My Hero Academia, that's like a really like popular one a lot of people have seen. Okay, so I think they did okay with like most of designing like the women's costumes. Like Uraraken Froppy, Uraraka besides her boots, but they're like very well covered. They like fit the themes of this, of like their like things. But then you have like Jiro, she like hers is very like comfortable and like whatever. But then you have like Jiro, who is not Jiro, I just said Jiro. But Momo, I'm just gonna say Momo because I don't, Yaoyorozu, that's how you say your name. Whatever, I can't pronounce it. You have her, and her thing is creation. She can like, she like creates things with her body. And she like pulls things out of her body. So of course, and she's like, she is the same age as like all these other kids, and these are like young high school kids, but she's like shown as more mature. So they think, it seems like they think they can get away with like having her have really, really big boobs, and like they like cut her like thing, like they give her a shirt, but it's like a tank top, and they cut it like right in the middle so that you can see most of her boobs, and then they give her like this like skirt. First of all, why would any woman wear a skirt while going into battle? Because you're like flipping, like Momo, she does a lot of like physical stuff where she like flips, and she sure, she can make stuff, but she also like, she knows that's not going to protect her, so she knows a lot of martial arts, and she like flips and punches and does all these high kicks. Why would she wear a skirt fully knowing that would like flash people? Like, it's just like a design choice where they're like, oh, like you see this like really cool character, but like she has creation, so obviously she has to show a lot of skin. And it's like, I don't think that was necessary. Like, they could have made her like, if she wanted to show off her stomach so that she could like pull stuff out, I feel like they could have gave her like a crop top, because she doesn't pull stuff out of her chest. She pulls it, most of the stuff she pulls out of her stomach or her arms, like I've noticed. So I feel like they could have gave her like a crop top and like some like longer shorts. Like, I don't understand why it would have impeded her ability. And when people say like, oh, well, she's gotta do this, I have a question. So let's take Momo and Todoroki, two very like well-liked characters. What would happen if Todoroki, a male, had Momo's quirk, where his quirk was creation, and Momo had half hot, half cold? Like, do you think they would, like, do you think they would just change costumes? Like, do you think Todoroki would be put in this thing where it, like, opened up his chest and, like, this like, really skirt or shorts or anything, and Momo would just have, like, a, like, blue suit thing? Do you think that they would have done that? You think yes? I admire your optimism, because I absolutely do not think they would have done that. I think for Todoroki, if he had been given the power of creation, he would have had, like, this, like, cool, like, fabric or whatever that would let him pull it out and, like, pull stuff out of himself, or he, like, would, like, find a way to just, like, have his stomach exposed or whatever. And or, like, something that would not have been as revealing as Momo's. Like, you know that. And if Momo had had half hot, half cold, you absolutely know that on her cold side, they would have put, like, fluffy, like, as their, like, hero uniforms, not their everyday stuff. Like, their hero uniforms, you absolutely know they would have done, like, a half, like, on her cold side, they would have done this, like, cute, like, fluffy, like, parka thing, and on her hot side, they would have given her a, like, bikini thing. Like, you absolutely know that. I know it in my heart. And it's like, they do that stuff in anime, like, all the time. They'll have these, like, really, like, badass characters, but they all, like, badass women characters, but these women characters have to have, like, really big boobs, and they have to, like, of course show them off, especially when they're fighting. And it's like, let's talk about Blue Exorcist. Blue Exorcist, I don't know if a lot of people know about Blue Exorcist. It's like, it's an anime that has a dude who Dads with the Devil. It's a really good anime. I like it. But there is this one character, and the way she is introduced annoys the hell out of me. Oh, there's the sun now. It's in the background. Okay, so the main character, Rin, he is in a class, and like in this class, it shows you like his other classmates, and there's this really quiet person who is in like a hoodie all the time, and like you can't tell if they're a boy or a girl. And it is revealed in like this one battle, it is a girl, and she saves Rin. I'm pretty sure. I haven't seen Blue Exorcist in a while. She like saves Rin, and I think she like puts down like her hood, and it's like a girl. And I'm like, oh my god, that's so cool. Like they have this, and it showed her like ripping like a sword like out of like her thing, out of her sweatshirt thing. I don't remember if it doesn't like correct me. But I'm like, oh my god, that's so cool. Like they showed like this badass woman, and she saved him, but she doesn't have to show off like her entire body. Like she can just be this, like maybe she is like shy or whatever. Yeah, no. All of that was an act to just protect herself, because of course she rips off the sweatshirt and all she wears in a battle when she's fighting is a bikini top. Because of course, why wouldn't she? And I was like, and it's so she can like get to like this like rune that's like on her chest, so she can, because she like pulls a sword out of that. And I just remember feeling this just profound sense of disappointment. Because I'm like, oh my god, like we have like this like really cool woman who like they didn't feel the need to show her with her like boobs out, like flying all over this. Like that's like really nice. And then nope, it was all an act just so she could blend in. And I was just like so like disappointed, because I was like so happy for a minute. I was like, yes, like this, we can have this. But nope. It was just like I was just like so like disappointed and annoyed, and I was like, I'd like pause the episode after that revealed, and I was like, of course they had to have her do that, because why wouldn't they? Like, you know, she has to be attractive, she has to show off most of her skin so she can get to this sword thing that's at the top of her chest. Like of course she has to. Like, why would they do anything different? It was so annoying. It annoyed me so bad. But so yeah, and like a lot of like action stuff, and yeah, let's talk about just action movies, not superhero movies, action movies that have like, or like movies or like TV shows or whatever, they're like post-apocalyptic, and they're like fighting things, and they're like surviving the end of the world. And in most of these, if they focus on male characters, you see the male characters get like roughed up, and they get dirty, and they get like bloody, and they get like dirt on their face, and they get like all this stuff. They grow beards to show that like time's passed, and they're like really scruffy. And then you see the women characters who have like perfectly plucked eyebrows, they have no body hair, even though like when they've shaved and like all this stuff, and then they're like, has to be a scene where she like takes her shirt off and like bandages it, and it's just her like left in a bra for like the rest of the movie. And it's like, oh, also sports bras are a thing. Like, I don't know if like people or like men like designing women characters know sports bras are a thing that a lot of women wear, especially if they're gonna be like really, really active. And sports bras don't make your boobs look like that. Like, women like they'll like show like women like with like really big like C cup boobs or whatever, and they're like in like these like skin tight things, and their boobs are like completely perky and completely perfect and all this stuff. And I'm like, I call bullshit. I call absolute bullshit, because I wear sports bras when I exercise, or just like if I wear a normal bra when I exercise, I would be so annoyed and so irritated. They like dig in, like they don't support you right. Your boobs just jump, like bounce everywhere. I'm sorry if this is getting too personal, but this is like real life. Like, women don't wear just regular bras or like push-up bras, especially when they're doing a lot of physical activity. Like, I have a friend who, she has a very, very large chest, and she hates it. Especially when she tries to find sports bras or something, she can never find it in her size. Like, a large chest isn't like something that all like women want and want to show off. Like, especially if they're like doing a lot of physical shit. And it's like, it's just, it's stuff like that annoys me. Because I really love superhero movies and superhero anime and comics, and I just like really love to watch all this stuff and like consume all this media. And it's just really annoying when I see media like this, and they like depict women like not in like the old like sexist like, oh, she can't do anything, she's a woman, or she's just sidekick. They've gotten over that because of course that's not marketable to modern women. And yeah, I do believe it's marketing choice. Like some of it, yeah, but we live in a capitalist society. I'm not gonna get into that. But so they stop doing that, and they show these women, and they're like, oh, look at these strong, powerful women fighting alongside these men, and like they're not anybody's sidekicks, and they can do all this stuff, and they show all that. But then they put in stuff like that, and they'll put in stuff like, oh, but she also has to have a perfect face of makeup, and she's like, she has to be revealing because she has to like seduce these men sometimes, which is, of course, like, why wouldn't she do that? And she has to wear heels because like we want her legs to look good when she like runs, and like, and it's like they just like sneak that stuff in there just to, and let me be clear, if a woman, if it kept in with her character that she wanted to wear a full face of makeup while she was she wanted to wear a full face of makeup while she did this, she wanted to have a more revealing costume, she wanted to have like high heeled boots, some women would want those when like if they were it would stick with their character to want these things. But like I feel like a lot of men use that to their advantage, because like I feel like the comic book industry and the movie industry, especially superhero movies industries, is very male dominated. I feel like they use that to their advantage, and they're like, oh, you can't call out that it would be impractical for this woman to wear this. She wants to wear it because she is a sexually liberated woman, and she wants to show off her body and all this stuff. And it's like, that's a very like underhanded type of manipulation towards women. And it's like, well, you're the one being sexist because she's a sexually liberated woman and she wants to show all this stuff. And it's like, okay, no. Just no. Like, it's annoying. It's so annoying. Especially, I think in, let's talk about the Avengers. And then let's also talk about, like, the way stuff is marketed. Like, because marketing is a big thing when it comes to, like, superhero movies and anime. Let's talk about, okay. First off, I want to mention, in My Hero Academia, I don't know if you guys noticed this, and I don't even know if it's a thing, but, like, this might be me looking too deep into something. In My Hero Academia, everyone has, like, these quirks and these powers, right? And that's like, what makes them have superheroes. And they're all, like, different, like, all... Have you noticed that... I don't know how to phrase this. The girls in My Hero Academia, their quirks seem to be a lot more passive than the guys. Like, you know what I mean? Like, some of the guys' quirks are very heavily aimed towards attacking and offense. Like, Bakugo, he shoots explosions. Todoroki, he, like, shoots, like, cold, like, ice stuff and then, like, fire stuff. Midoriya has super strength. Jiro has, like, a tail that he whips people with. So, like, these are all, like, very aimed toward attacking and offensive. Kaminari, like, shoots electricity. And then you look at the girls. Uraki can make things float. Jiro can create things out of her body. Oh my god. Sue is a frog. She has, like, frog powers. Hagakure turns invisible. Jiro has headphones. Any of those powers, do you think you would see those, like, without attachment to the characters? You would hear about a character who did that, and you would immediately think, like, strong attacking character. I feel like you wouldn't. These are, like, all, like, very passive things. Like, Bakugo and Todoroki and Midoriya, they're all, like, clearly, like, made for attacking. And, like, you see that in the way they're animated and the way they, like, fight. But the girls, I feel like, besides kind of, like, Momo, because she, like, shows, she, like, has, like, martial arts stuff, they're shown with, like, these, like, more passive quirks that they, like, adapt to fighting abilities. things. Like, they're not just, like, you don't see a girl with just, like, explosions. You don't see that. But, like, and it's like, I don't know, that might be me, like, looking too much into that, but it's, like, stuff like that. Like, why are all, like, the girls' stuff passive? Like, why can't they, like, be, like, aggressive? Like, some of the male guys are, like, Bakugo and Kirishima, like, they're very, like, aggressive and, like, all this stuff, and, like, I don't know, it's just annoying. And, also, okay, this is just one thing I want to talk about before I, like, end this rant. Make women muscular, you cowards. Oh my god, women, like, in every, like, action movie, there's this one scene where, like, a character who is, like, if it's, like, an origin thing, and it's a male action hero, they'll have, like, the dude, like, step out after, like, doing this, like, intense training, or, like, he'll just, like, take his shirt off, and he's, like, ripped, he's got, like, all these muscles, he's got, like, abs, he's got, like, biceps and all this stuff. Do that for women, you cowards. Like, I want to see women with, like, huge, like, biceps, and, like, they've just got, like, these, like, toned abs and all this stuff, especially in anime, where, like, every woman has, like, the same body, and they're, like, they look, like, exactly the same. Like, make them ripped. That's just a thing that I want. Like, you can show, like, women as, like, powerful, and they don't have to be, like, you can still show them as feminine, but feminine doesn't mean, like, soft and full of makeup and, like, heels. Like, that's not, like, you don't have to show that, especially if they're fighting. But yeah, so this, okay, I think I'm gonna end this, because I feel like I've talked enough about this. I don't know if this is a controversial subject. I don't really, like, care. Like, I don't care if it's controversial to be annoyed by these things, because I am a woman. I watch a lot of action stuff, because I like action stuff, and it's just stuff like this that, like, makes me feel alienated from this action stuff. You know what I mean? Like, because I'm like, I watch this stuff, and I watch these, like, superhero women who, like, girls, like, watch, and they, like, look up to it, and I'm like, I don't look like that. Like, I wouldn't want to look like that if I was doing this, or I wouldn't want to, like, wear that, or, like, am I just weird? Am I just a weird woman because I don't want to, like, have, like, because I don't want to show off most of my vulnerable spots if I would fight? Like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's just, like, annoying stuff like this, and it's like, we can go past this, guys. Like, we can show women and stuff that, like, isn't, like, we can show other things. I don't know. Okay, I think I'm tapped out on this subject. It's just something that was bothering me. Thanks for watching. If you did, if, like, stuff like this bothers you too, like, tell me in the comments. Like, leave a thing. If it doesn't bother you and you have, like, other, like, things, you leave that too. I'm not gonna, like, say, like, oh, you're stupid because you, like, this doesn't annoy you. Like, it might not annoy every woman or every person. It just annoys me, and I just wanted to, like, point this stuff out. But yeah, thanks for watching if you did. If you agree with me or think I'm, like, a total idiot who reads too much into things, say that too, I don't care. But yeah, thanks guys, bye bye. I gotta drive now, bye bye.